you've got a brand, a sock brand out there for people to buy. It's called Holy Feet.
Yo.
Holy Feet.
Holy Feet, man.
I've seen the ad on your Instagram. It's pretty cool. The
Oh.
one that flicks the images.
Oh, yeah.
Got that girl and that guy.
Real, yeah.
How'd you make that ad?
Oh, no. So, it was from a photo shoot. Bro, I do, like, most of the things you see on the feed, I just do it from my phone. So, I'm ultra, like, I'm like, easy content's good content. Hey, so if I could do it on my phone, I'm like, oh, yeah, sweet. So, that was taken from our photo shoot. We did a photo shoot last year, probably this time last year, for our first drop, which was the logo sock. So it was pretty much just a logo printed all over the sock. And then we did a photo shoot in about October around then. And then we just took, so what I did was I saw a similar thing with someone from Australia. They sort of did like, it was sort of like that, but then I was just like, oh, what happens if I just change the music slower, but slower. And then, so I pretty much just did that, got this app, Video Leap, and then I pretty much just spread it all out, chucked a song I like on top of it, and then just did it like that.
So did you actually hire those actors?
Yeah, so they're models, so, shout out to the models that came through, because, man, like, gearing up for the launch, like, bro, the people that know me, it's been like a 4-year process to actually come to the manifestation of it. So I got the idea of this probably 2017, 2018, and I just launched December last year. So you can understand sort of the thought process or the thought pattern of it launching. And so just gearing up for the launch, like I was like hard out, like reading like articles, listening to podcasts just about how to do business and stuff like that. Especially clothing ones, just because that's the niche and you want to sort of find out, oh, that's how you do this, that's how you do that. And so what I did with the models, I literally just, people, like there's a guy, Gary V, he's an entrepreneur. He like says, just DM people. So I DM like 10 people, hey, would you be keen to model these socks for this day? If you're free, cool. And then I always try to avoid like the people that are under management or under sort of agencies and stuff like that, because you have to pay like, so you have to pay them like 2,000 and up for like a photo shoot. I was like, I don't have that kind of bank, you know. And so, yeah, I pretty much just did like 10 people, and out of those 10 people, 2 got back. And I was like, oh.
Was these people you know?
No, I didn't even know them. So I just searched up pretty much like mutuals. So I follow this brand that's in Sydney. I literally went to their photo shoot and I messaged their models.
Right.
I was like, hey, would you guys be keen to models? Bro, like, just because might as well use social media. And then they said, yeah, keen as, just let us know what day and sort of that. And then hired a photographer. Busey, and then pretty much went from there to the photo shoot.
Using your initiative is something that people probably don't realize first, you know.
Yeah.
And you've just went ahead and
I think that's it. Like I think that like it's the holding back. Like we overcomplicate like a lot of things that we want to do. Like for example, like a podcast, or like we have to get mics, we have to get this, we have to get that. You just overcomplicate, whereas if you just know someone or just hire a studio, you can just start the podcast on the day, like rather than just delaying the process. But yeah, like that's the number one thing. Like I just DM people, hey, would you guys be keen for a photo shoot? And then I just did the, fast time movies and just bring food on the day. Like I was like, hey, I don't have like money to give, but we'll have it like lunch, we'll have a feed. And then they're like, but for them, like you could see like it sort of like took them by surprise, because they're probably used to just doing photo shoots and then getting out. But I purposely like got food afterwards, and then we all just shared like meals, and I'd talk to them, like be like, hey, what do you guys do for for 9 to 5 or whatever, and so it was pretty good.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's good that you got like because it was like, what kind of, it was a Balingi chicken, and like
so like it just happened, like it sort of just felt like that. But man, they're super cool. And it was crack up, like the thing Sydney sort of reminded me of was like Auckland, like everyone knows everyone. So when I got them all separate, they really knew each other. So the photographer knew the model, and they're like, hey, how did you hear? They're like, oh no, Junior just messaged you. I was like, I'm just sitting there like a guru, like that's why I just because you guys all like separate, But it's cool, like everyone sort of knows everyone over there in the creative space. And then I pretty much, I wanted to do. Originally, the photo shoot was supposed to be at a tennis court. I wanted to be out there and try and do it at a tennis court, and then but it was raining on the day. And then I was like freaking out there. I was just like, oh shucks, I don't know what to do. And then one of the photographers like, oh, we got a studio like local. You just pay like $200 for 2 hours. And I was like, oh, yo, keen. So I hit up the dude. I was like, hey, can I hire the space for this, and this? And then pretty much all straightforward from there. You know.
Were you always gonna do socks, or was it you just wanted to do something like a clothing?
Yeah.
When you originally had the idea of starting the business.
Yeah. I think it was always socks. Like for those that know me, I've always loved colourful socks from the get. Like as long as I can remember, like time I wears colourful socks. Like there's a lot of people that I hang out with that wear colourful socks. But one of the brothers, Mikey, bro, he got me into socks. Like I remember just watching and I was like, shucks, like, you know, colourful socks. Like a lot of people think, oh, it's just socks. Like how can you even, sometimes you can't even see them. But as for me, it's always the little touches or the small sort of details that get people's attention. Like, you know, you'll look at someone on the train, they might wear all black, but then if you see like he's wearing like green avocado socks, you'll be like, hey, this guy is like, what's this guy up to? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think for me, it's like small details, but it's always been socks. I've always loved socks, anything to do with footwear and sneakers and even socks as well. I've been a big fan of it. And I think for me, the reason why I wanted to do, like a lot of people go, oh man, why don't you go into beanies, t-shirts, hoodies and all that like everyone else is doing? I'm like, man, it's already saturated. Like a lot of, I can think of 5 brands off the top of my head that do hoodies and t-shirts. So for me, it was more of like just pushing a brand like, man, why socks? Like people are like, man, why not just wear white socks or black socks? I'm like, nah, like, you know, sort of taking on that sort of journey. But yeah, it's always been socks, bro.
You know, with the colourful sock market, who's the big guns out there?
Oh, the big guns will probably be Happy Socks. So they're based out in Germany, I think, but they do mass production, bro. They're like the already like full on HQ, all that sort of stuff. Another one is Stance in the States. So they do a lot of the NBA. So the NBA socks, those are Stance. And they do all the sort of, they're the ones that are more of the athletic sort of stretchy ones. Whereas Happy Socks is pretty much just all cotton and stuff like that. But they're probably the 2 biggest ones off the top of my head I can think about.
Is there a local?
Yeah, local. So there's Hop Socks, and there's that island one. I can't remember the name of it though, because Talise did a collab with the chick, and they do like island prints on it, which is cool. But yeah, I can't think of any other ones that are around the area.
If you were to branch out from Holy Feet, like just from socks, what would you think would be the next, like, because this idea, if you ever decide to branch out, it would probably be like underwears, like means like honestly, like, you know, what do you get? Socks?
I don't know if I'd call it holy undies,
but, holy drawers or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, every Christmas everyone gets socks and undies in the Lynx Africa pack. Like that's the Christmas starter pack. Because some guys, they still got the XQFS underwears from
if you know.
Some of them still got the Calvin Klein with the G from the Chinese shops. Calvin Klein, like, and then, you know, then those ones here, the other ones, they didn't even wear.